Ой, прям на собаку. О, собаку кушает.
In the frozen silence of the Arctic, one predator rules without equal. The polar bear. Massive, merciless, crafted by the ice itself, surviving where almost nothing else dares. One wrong move, one careless step, and curiosity becomes your last mistake. These are not gentle giants. They are hunters, shadows across the ice, rulers of a world where only the strongest endure. Today we descend into their domain, the wildest, closest encounters ever captured with the monarch of the Arctic. Brace yourself. This is where all becomes fear. A polar bear bursts into a coal mining site in Norway. It spots a man and charges. At 25 kilometers per hour, it's almost twice as fast as any human. On this frozen ground, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. But fate cracks through the silence. The man finds his automobile, dives in, and explodes away.
Ой, прям на собаку.
Out of nowhere, a polar bear emerges. Silent, massive, unstoppable. It snatches a woman's small dog in a flash of white fury. But before death can strike, the other dog leaps in, fearless, furious, and ready to die for its friend. In that frozen moment, courage roars louder than fear.
Дебильный.
Going straight at you.
He's going straight at you, Joe.
A research diver drifts beneath the ice, unaware he's been caught by the scent of a massive male polar bear above. The beast approaches, silent, curious, deadly. Normally, a seal would flee at first sight, but the diver stays still, too still. Because of the diver's composure, the bear is reluctant and seems to swim away. So, what would you do to protect your camp and dogs if two large polar bears came in sniffing for food? A woman at a Berlin zoo slips and falls into the polar bear enclosure. Three massive predators turn their gaze toward her. What happens next will chill you to the bone. In a moment of panic, a mother bear and her cub sprint across the ice as a massive male polar bear charges after them. The cub is too slow, and the mother knows it. With a heart full of fear, she plants herself between her baby and death itself. But the male doesn't stop. He crashes through her defense, unleashing a brutal attack on the helpless cub. Desperate and powerless, the mother fights with everything she has, until survival forces her to make the unthinkable choice. With a heavy heart, she flees for the sake of her own life, leaving behind a haunting reminder of nature's darkest truth. When food runs scarce, mercy disappears beneath the ice. This woman somehow ended up way too close to a polar bear. And let's just say, the bear was not impressed. Luckily, a crowd jumped in, saving her from what could have been the world's most terrifying selfie. Two campers in Canada suddenly realized they had an uninvited guest, a very hungry polar bear. Think yelling or banging pots will scare it off? Yeah, good luck with that. Whatever happened next, it's safe to say this is one experience they'll never forget.
Пора чухать, ёпта, сейчас он точно, блядь, что-то сделает.
In the icy wilderness of Yamal, Siberia, a polar bear suddenly appears. One man throws food toward it, a deadly mistake that could make the predator stay. But what happens next is even more reckless. Another man begins walking straight toward the bear. Approaching a polar bear is near suicidal. These apex hunters are fast, powerful, and strike without warning when curious or threatened. At this distance, one wrong move could have meant disaster.
Отец, блядь, хуйней не занимайся. Прыгнет на тебя, что делать будешь, блядь? Конечно, блядь. Уйди! Ёбаный в рот, блядь! Ты чё, отец, ёпта?
Luckily this time, the bear was only bluffing. A man suddenly finds himself standing within the deadly perimeter of a polar bear. In the frozen silence, one truth becomes painfully clear. Running is suicide. No human can outrun a predator built for the ice. In moments like this, survival depends on control. You back away slowly, never turning your back. You keep your eyes locked, but never in defiance, just enough to track every move. And if there's cover, a vehicle, or even the faintest structure nearby, you move toward it. Because out here, in the kingdom of the polar bear, hesitation isn't fear. It's the only thing keeping you alive. Do you know why running from a polar bear is pure suicide? Even if you're faster, you'll never outrun its endurance or escape its nose. These beasts are marathon hunters wrapped in fur and muscle. On land, they march for days, over 30 kilometers a day. Driven by hunger, so deep it borders on madness. And then comes their deadliest weapon, the sniff. So, when you think of running, remember this. Even reindeers don't outrun polar bears. In a polar bear exhibit, a massive bear was caught carrying a heavy stone inside the aquarium. It dropped it into the water, then dove after it, again and again. But this wasn't play, it was calculation. The bear was testing the glass, searching for weakness, while two men nearby had no idea how close they were to disaster. This footage from around 1987 shows a woman feeding a polar bear. At first, the bear seems calm, even harmless. But this simple act was a deadly mistake. By giving it food, she unknowingly trained the bear to see humans as a source of nourishment. From that moment, the bear abandoned its natural prey, like seals, and began actively seeking out people. Once a polar bear realizes humans pose no threat, it grows bold. What was once our food becomes its food. It no longer begs, it hunts. In another chilling clip, a polar bear gently pets a dog, man's best friend. Now, apparently the bear's too. But few things are more dangerous in the Arctic than a mother bear with cubs. Step too close and she won't warn you. She'll strike. And on a frozen sea, another bear boarded a cruise ship. The first place it went, the kitchen window. Hunger drives everything in the Arctic. After several tense moments, the sailors finally scared it away with noise. Out here, survival isn't guaranteed. It's borrowed from the mercy of the apex predator of ice.
Still out here.
Hold on, wait.
What?